Alright guys, so, me and Mr. HTV over here, we're gonna be starting up a new little thing. Well, I'm gonna be starting up a new little thing, for my channel. I don't know if he's gonna start doing it for his channel. Are you gonna start doing this?
Not really too sure. I think I might.
I'm gonna start discussing with Mr. HTV on my channel about different things that are going on in the world. For instance, the war on Syria, which is what we are going to be talking about today, as a matter of fact. So, alright, let me think of some good way to start this off. Alright, so if you haven't heard about the war of Syria, Syria's republic decided to use chemical warfare on their own kind, and so Obama decided to go out and send our troops to go stop it. He freaking basically start up another war that we have to deal with, that our armed troops have to go down and deal with, which I don't understand why he's doing it, because it's not his war anyway. It's not his fight, you know? Like, if you're gonna start doing crap, like, there has to be a reason. There has to be a vendetta or something. There's no reason for just random acts. Like, Syria didn't do anything to us. Why are we doing something to Syria? Like,
But
honestly.
dude, it made chemical weapons. Think about that. It could do a lot of damage if they ever start to attack the United States. It's chemical weapons. It could really hurt everybody. The amount of pictures I see here of people affected by the chemicals already, there's thousands.
Well, I understand that. I understand your point, Chris. I truly do. But I just don't understand the point of sending our own men down there when it's not our fight. Yeah, they could use the chemicals against us, but we got, like, what, the best navy, the best army? Like, come on.
But still, dude, think about how many people. Like, we don't know when once they attack, they could do a big influence on the amount of population in the United States.
But how many years would it take for them to plan an attack? They can't just go up, straight up attack something, and then run away like bitches. And
What if they were already planning this before we even knew?
That's a very good fact to state. But then again, why would, there's no reason for Syria to attack us if we didn't do anything to them.
But still, Syria is just a plain out bad country.
Attack us, but there's no real planning until we attack them, and we're attacking them right now because apparently, honestly I just don't understand. I really don't understand why Obama is doing this. He's sending our troops down there. He's sending all these freaking innocent people, our men, to go down there and fight a war that's not our war.
We
He's sending people down there. Yeah, they could bring the chemicals to the United States and cause a big influence.
But can I
Well, what's the point? You're just causing a bigger war. You're gonna cause nuclear warfare. You're gonna cause chemical warfare. You're gonna risk a lot of people's lives doing that, killing innocent people. People might believe in that what the chemical warfare they did was right, but like, imagine what the Syrians rebels, you know, like, they might be killing innocent people just because they believe in it. They're not doing anything. They're not harming anybody.
But can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
I don't think any of our men actually went into Syria yet. We only gave the Syrian rebels just weapons. That's it. I don't think we sent any of our men into it yet.
I know, but I'm just saying, what if it gets to that point?
We're
What type of war would Obama be starting?
It's a war, but I'm pretty sure just think about it. We basically have like the second best army in the world, because China goes into first because the population and the amount and everything like that, you know what I mean? But we have basically one of the best. Actually, we do have the second best army in the thing. And so if they do want to mess with us, I'm pretty sure it won't be a World War III. I'm pretty sure it could probably be like a war for a little, but I'm pretty sure it won't be a world war.
But you just don't, it doesn't make sense. Like, they can attack, it could become a world war, because Russia has been helping them too, and Russia's had a vendetta for us because in history, this is what I learned in history. Apparently, what's his name? Not Woodrow Franklin or something. One of our presidents. We went up against Russia, and we didn't attack Russia, and it was something about this, like we attacked Russia for no reason, and so now they want to get us, and so they're helping Syria. What if the Russians and Syria form a team? What if they become an alliance and they just mix together and then they attack the United States? How much damage do you think they'd do? Because if you think about it, there's war already going on. There's war. Lots of war. Lots and lots and lots of war. If Syria and Russia go together, what's going to happen then? Where's the United States going to be? We might have the second best army, but what if they form a team? What if China all of a sudden decides to go against us too,
But
I'm not into, politics and stuff, but I'm just saying, like, this could literally result into another world war.
But I'm pretty sure China won't join Syria, but Russia, I don't mean to hate on it, but they might. I'm not really too sure because they've been selling them the weapons. But think about it. We also have Israel, and Israel has a pretty good army. Think about all the other states that team with us, that are alliances, that will go against Syria with us.
But then again, you never know what's going to happen next. They may be one step ahead. They may take out all of our allies first, then attack us. And if they succeed...
I'm pretty sure that, think about it, Russia and Syria will take out all of our allies. And that's pretty unlikely because Syria, they have an army, but it's not the best army. I mean, Israel, great army. China, great army. U.S., great army. So 3 great armies, and all the other states, I just don't know them. But I know there are other states that are allianced with the U.S. will basically help us out with Syria. And Syria probably will only get like 1 alliance maybe. Or maybe like 2 with Iraq or something.
But we're not going to expect it. Because Obama thinks that we're helping them by giving them weapons. What if, I'm bringing this back down a little bit, I'll bring the topic back down a little bit. Like, we Americans think that the president, anything he does is right. Most Americans, at least. Lots of people love Obama. Now, this I don't agree on. Why? Why help Syria? There's no point. There's no point whatsoever. It's not our war. Chemical warfare, I understand. I just don't understand why you need to go over there and start messing with the wrong people. Because, like we were talking about, I could imagine them teaming up with Russia, but the damage that Russia did to us during World Wars, like, come on. And then, after that, during the aftermath, it was like, what the hell? All those cities that were destroyed during the World Wars. You don't think that Russia and Syria are going to team up and start making more alliances or start destroying ours?
I'm pretty sure, think about it, basically the whole entire world, if they know Syria and Russia, they're going to fight the U.S., China, and Israel and all that, they think that they're going to be pretty bad people, and they're going to be like, oh, then like all the presidents, they will form together and they'll be like, oh, what if Syria attacks our state? We're in with you and shit. Because think about it, why would any other state's alliance been with Russia and Syria unless the states previously attacked us before, like Iraq or something like that?
Maybe they have something that they don't. Like maybe Alright, this is what I'm saying. What if Russia has something that the other country doesn't have and they're willing to give most of it to that country to form an alliance against us? Like,
so like a trade. Like, I'll give you 30 million guns and ammunition if you alliance with us against the U.S., Russia, and China.
And we'll give you more men and stuff.
I mean, not Russia.
They'll really bargain, They're not.
They'll try their best, but if they try their best, they'll probably they might also run out of materials that they'll lose. They'll they'll definitely have an impact of materials that they use to fight us.
But seeing what Russia did last time to go against us, you sort of suspect. It's like they're gonna use forces all at once. Because what I learned in history was Russia always wanted to act. Russia was scaring us. Russia said that, okay, I'm gonna change off topic for like just a second. Russia said that they're gonna get to the moon first, right?
Yeah.
They never got to the moon first. They said, we're gonna be up there with men holding rifles, standing there, waiting for you. They were never there. What if they're using tactics against us? What if they say their alliance, they make us so scared that we have to back down, and then they start attacking us? Like, they don't need to make alliances. What if Obama's like, oh my god, I just started a world war, and he backs down, and then they think that Russia's gonna back off, but then all of a sudden Russia's dropping nukes on our asses. Like,
If Russia if Russia or Syria tries to mess with us at all, they'll just basically, because remember remember what we did in like World War One, I believe. I get them mixed up sometimes. Don't hate on me. I'm sorry, guys.
it's
But
alright.
they bombed. Was it China?
Who, us? We bombed China.
Yeah. We bombed them.
Japan.
Japan, and it basically completely destroyed them.
That was World War Two.
That was World War
It
II.
was World War Two. We bombed, what was it? It was like, not Hiroshima, because that's one of the Japan's emperors. I'm gonna look that up real quick. We bombed 2 of their major cities, yes. But what if we do that again? What if we attack Russia for no reason? Now what I'm saying is, what if Obama gets the wrong idea?
Yeah, but like, think about it. If Russia alliances with Syria, and Syria always been a great pain in our arse in USA and everything. So, if you alliance with a team of the enemy, you're basically the enemy of the other team. You know what I mean?
You're basically putting a vendetta on your head.
Yeah, you're basically putting, like, let's say you're team yellow and the other's team red. If you alliance, you're both team yellow now. But like team purple doesn't like team yellow, so team purple will also attack you as well.
That's true. That is very true. But what if Team Yellow has a bigger force than Team Purple? What is Team Purple gonna do?
Well, team purple, us, which was them, but team purple would probably get alliances, because think about it. We had so many alliances in the world. It's crazy, because we like are the most helpful state. No, not state. Why? I'm going crazy. Country in the whole entire world.
You're right. Yeah.
Because we helped everybody, basically. We helped the rebels in Syria, so probably some of Syria will come and help us, surprisingly.
But you do have a point that some of Syria, but what if most of Syria doesn't want to help us? Then what are we going to do? Like,
We still have the alliances. Syria, yes, it's a big country, still, but compared to United States will eat Syria, basically, for dinner or breakfast.
For breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, because freaking United States is like the second most powerful country in the world. And we also have the alliance of China, so that means like together China's we are basically rule the world. But
when you think about it, honestly, you have to put this in perspective. Like, what if? You always have to think, what if? Like, there's no way that that Russia and Syria and stuff is gonna think on our level. Like, we're just kids, and we're debating against each other, right?
Yeah.
But we have to think, what if they decide to do something other than what we're thinking? Like, say I'm saying Russia's gonna team up with Syria, but what if Russia gives China something? What if they form an alliance, and then most
What
of
if
Syria
like
forms an
Russia
alliance with them, they
alliances
all
with
become
China?
Team
You
Yellow.
mean? Like what if Russia alliances with China and then China alliances with Syria?
Yeah, and then they all become Team Yellow.
But they remember the treaties. China signed a treaty that they have an alliance with the USA. With USA.
You think they're gonna keep that? Okay, we signed a treaty, right? That's a piece of paper. Russia would give them something that they desperately need. What's more important?
China knows what we did in World War II, so I'm pretty sure they don't want to lose half of their goddamn population again with the nuke, because we are crazy. We just need a good president, and we could go crazy. And so basically, like if China alliances with Russia, we will F up Russia, and Russia will most likely be an enemy for a long time because they broke a peace treaty that they signed.
Yes, that is very true, but when you think about it, Russia and China together, what would that make?
A huge goddamn army. But still.
And how much of a... And then, what if... Now, I'm just going with what ifs right now, but I'm going to get off the what ifs soon. Say, me and you, alright? Mm-hmm. We're in a game of submarines or whatever. Alright? Mm-hmm. It's me versus you. I have mine. I have my country over here on the left. You have your country on the right. What's the point of me moving my stuff, helping you in a fight, but you don't agree with it? I'm helping the rebels fight your fight. And then imagine there's another, alright? There's three. Let's just say Johnny. Johnny's over on the front, you're on the right, I'm on the left. I see that you are getting attacked. I decided to help you. But I'm not helping the right people. I'm helping the rebels attack you.
Yeah.
And then Johnny over here...
So it's like backstabbing, and Johnny might help us, or like will Johnny help you?
Johnny's gonna help you guys because I'm attacking you. You see?
Yeah.
He wouldn't help us. Like basically now it's come down to which country is gonna choose. Like, is Russia gonna choose our side, which I doubt, or are they gonna choose Syria? Johnny is Russia. Would they choose the United States that completely just destroyed them and had them rebuild their stuff one by one? Or would he choose somebody that hasn't done anything to them and they could make a bigger team?
Yeah.
How screwed am I?
Screwed.
Exactly.
Just hold on a minute. I'm looking up something real quick.
Alright.
I want to kind of figure this out real quick. But they're all giving me very stupid answers. I just need a number.
Goddamn Yahoo.
Yeah, it's not just Yahoo, it's eHow and all that shit.
Oh my god. No websites can be trusted. You just gotta get down to the pure facts.
Yeah, like read a book.
Read a book about the war that just happened? Okay.
Shut up. But, oh my god, everything is so stupid. I just need number. Number, please.
But then again, I do ask myself sometimes, when I think about this subject, what is Syria's next move? Do you think Syria has something that Russia doesn't have? Do you think the rebels have something that we don't have that'll make us stronger? Now I'm starting to focus on...
You know what I just realized?
Who's gonna trade stuff?
This just changed everything. Ukraine is an ally.
To us or to them?
Yeah, to us.
And how big is that? How big are they?
Let me see real quick. Ukraine. Pretty big. It doesn't say, but pretty big. About 1,000
alliance.
to a lot. We have a lot of alliances.
Then again, you are right. We do have a lot of alliances.
And also, guess what? We also basically have the UK, which really helped us. Yeah.
But Yes, we have England, but what about Germany teaming up with Russia?
England, guess how many troops they gave us during a war once?
No, it was us that gave them stuff.
Yeah, I know, but how many troops that helped us in a war once?
I know, it was a lot. We were fighting against Germany. It was World War II, and they were in need, and we decided to help them.
And Russia also helped us during
The president made
war.
a good call on that by making an alliance.
Yeah, and also, as well as Russia also helped us with that war against the Nazis.
Yes, but then again, what about the things that we've done to Russia? What if there's somebody there? What if their government decides that we are the enemy?
But just imagine how many times Russia helped us and how many times we helped Russia. Russia and America are like great pals. They would go out like on a Sunday night to drink.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I know. But
So,
what if Russia still has a vendetta on our head for what we did in the past? Like, forget the past, it's now about the future. But what if we did something so bad, so secret, that not even the government knows, only the president knows, only, like, what happens then? What happens if we did something so secret that leaks? Like, what if we screwed over Russia at the end of World War II and One? At the end of World War One and Two?
I'm pretty sure they would have.
Over once, and then the government kept it a secret, and it's been like a classified secret ever since. Like, then you get into epic proportions, and then you just end up in this big old mess of disaster.
Yeah, but okay. You know how like you were saying before that Russia might team up, but like hold on. Actually, forget that real quick. You know how like you said that you know how Russia was giving Syria the chemical weapons?
Yeah.
I have no idea where I'm going with that. I forgot it. Sorry.
Well,
it was a dud. It
you're
was a dud.
right. Like, I think I know where you were going with that.
Yeah.
Sort. In my perspective, where you were going, I think if I were to start saying that, I would say Russia's already in alliance with Syria because they're already giving them weapons.
I wasn't saying that. I was saying I don't. I can't. It's just like I can't. I don't really remember.
Is Russia trying to help
No,
Syria?
what I feel like what happened was Russia gave them the weapons only because they were in dire need. Like maybe they had like a little bit of a cash flow, and and Syria gave them a good amount of money. But Russia, I have a feel that Russia doesn't want to do anything with Syria at all.
But then what do you think? Then again, what do you think Obama would do? Since Russia's helping them out, do you think Obama's gonna break the peace treaty? Which I highly doubt.
Yeah, I think Obama should think smart real quick and be like, well, let's see. What are the chances Russia's betraying us and joining Syria?
Exactly.
Barely any at all. Because Russia has been an ally with us for such a long time. It is amazing.
We've kicked their butts
Yeah,
a lot.
we kicked their butts a crap ton. A lot.
No offense to any Russians
Yeah,
out there.
no offense. But we kicked
Facts.
their ass a lot. But still, like, then we united and killed the Nazis and shit. But, since we like, are the best allies ever. We're like best friends.
But why would Russia be giving chemical? Let's mark the word chemical. Big word, chemical. Why would Russia be giving them chemicals? Why would they be giving them chemical weapons? What if Russia is giving them chemical weapons and then like I said, they're all gonna team up and go against us? Yeah, we might have, what is it, Ukraine? Ukraine, yeah. Well, we might have Ukraine. We might have so many alliances, but they have chemical weapons, and we're just about to pull them out, and they're already bombing us. They're already here.
Ukraine is a part. It's like, it's Ukraine. Hold on a minute.
Like, it wouldn't really make sense because why would you be giving them weapons? I want to know what's the deal with that.
Ukraine?
I want to ask Obama. I want to be like, Obama, why is Russia giving them weapons? What's the point?
Ukraine? dude, Ukraine is such a big goddamn state. Country. Sorry, guys, I am just horrible today. And it's on the border of Russia, and Ukraine is an ally. So first of all, if Russia goes to war with us and joins Syria and shit like that,
then Ukraine would start going to war against
yeah,
Russia.
because Ukraine has a peace treaty with us, and yeah, and so
I see where you're going with this.
we will basically just box in Russia and Syria and just destroy them
We
completely.
could box him in, but what would Russia do for alliances? You know, they're one
Like
of the biggest
Russia's alliances, like
Russia.
Russia.
What do you think they do?
Hold on.
Just something I'm really worried about is that these chemicals are gonna get out, and they're gonna get out freaking fast, and then eventually something's gonna happen, and then all of a sudden World War III breaks out, and then we're all eventually imprisoned, or gas prices will go up.
Yeah.
It's
Because
awfulness.
I'm pretty sure, don't we buy gas from Russia?
What?
Don't we buy gas from Russia?
Not really.
I feel like we always do. Russia,
Exactly.
I'm looking at it right now, dude. It has a lot of allies, but most of the allies that they have are our allies. So that means either they won't go with anybody in this war, or they'll pick one side and become an enemy. But I'm pretty sure they would be smart and probably join our side and not even get started in the war. But again,
What are we
U.S.
talking about? Which side are we talking about?
Russia, the amount of allies it has,
Wait, how many allies does Russia have?
a lot. It has a lot. Most of its allies are our allies as well.
So now let's come to the point, which would
Like Vietnam.
which allies would choose to either be on the American side or the Russian side?
Yeah, or they
Because
don't have to get
obviously-
involved at all.
obviously no, I'm not saying the Russians are bad, but in this point of view, the Russians have turned into the bad guys. Not that any Russians are bad, you know. I'm just saying, if this were to happen, the Russians would be the bad guys. The Russians and the Syrians would be the bad guys. What would happen then? Who would choose who in a case like that? I think that they wouldn't choose neither. It would just be a neutral war. They wouldn't, not a neutral war, but they'd be neutral, all the allies, because they wouldn't want to be pulled into this. But if they were, then that'd be a World War III. That's the point.
But, dude, I'm looking at we have really big allies. I mean, big allies, like twice the size of Ukraine sometimes. We have the United Kingdom, France, Australia, Canada, Italy, Japan, Saudi Arabia, South Korea, Spain, and Turkey.
Can you please state the ones for Russia?
Russia's are China, Timbuktu, India, and Vietnam. That's it.
Did you hear what was just in there?
China.
And was China on our list?
Let me look.
Exactly. They're gonna
We have
start.
Japan, South Korea, Spain, and Turkey.
They're gonna start one of the biggest wars if this keeps breaking out.
But
If this breaks out of Syria, what type of war are we getting into? What type of war is Obama thinking about starting? Are we really safe? Are we safe from the chemical wars? Are we safe from knowing that we can stay in America another day? Are we safe? Because honestly, how Obama's running right now, he's running in the wrong way, bro.
yeah, but still, think about this real quick. You know, like we have a lot of allies. We have like twice as many allies as Russia, but Russia has China. But like you know how like it says that we have the allies? I'm pretty sure more allies are gonna come to us that haven't signed like the peace treaty to help us, because we helped them back in the future. I meant back in the past, and I'm pretty sure some countries will join Russia and some countries will join America. But most countries, what I'm saying, will join America.
Join us.
Yeah.
But
So we'll have about like a big army, and they'll have a big army as well. But we'll most likely defeat them, but we'll be losing a lot of men with other people as well.
Exactly, and then in the aftermath, we may have a bigger army. We'll lose a lot of men if we defeat them. Now, if we don't defeat them and they back off, how much men would we lose? Would we lose a lot of men and Russia would keep their men? Russia, Syria, and all their alliances would keep their men? I'm just going to call them the enemy from now on. Would the enemy keep their men or would they lose them? I want to know something. Is there any possible way that it could break out? Yes, there is a possible way. There are many possible ways. Just how many ways are there left for it to break out? Has Obama defused the bomb?
Or has he activated it?
Or has he activated it? Exactly. Has he, what I'm trying to say is, exactly, is he trying to defuse the problem or is he trying to like one?
Get into it? So he's probably going to do a big, huge, goddamn risk by helping the rebels, which are most likely going to kill, like they're going to get Syria to be pissed off. And Syria is probably going to want to attack the United States for helping the Russians hurting his men, who he thinks are the right thing. You know what I mean? So exactly. Most likely, he's going to get pissed, and he's going to try and get, it's either he's going to be scared off and be like, dude, I do not want to get into a world war right now, or either he's going to be like, you know what, these bastards, they're going to pay, I'm going to get some alliances, and we're going to attack them.
Exactly. And I'm just going to leave it at this. Alright?
Yeah.
We're going to end it here.
We're going to end it here, guys?
Is Obama starting a bigger problem? Or is he making the right choice? Guys, leave your comments in the below if you think that the discussion that we talked about today was a good discussion, and if you think Obama's making the right choice by attacking Syria. Give us your comments, what you would think. This is Revelation Gaming and Mr.
TV Rage. And you guys know we love you, and ask your family. What side are you on? What do you think might happen? Exactly. Tell your family about this, and just see what they say.
This is Revelation Gaming and Mr. Rage TV. God bless America. We'll see you all later.
See you guys.
Bye.